Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Merkal Kodash, and double honors, of course, go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who, through the Holy Spirit, continue to teach us this wisdom and truth, all right? So we, therefore, can pass it along, all right? So, wow. See what these devils are trying to do here. This is from the Independent, all right? And this is like 3 days ago now, but it says George Floyd murder trial decision to remove black juror condemned by activists as slap in the face. And I thought about all those times throughout this country's history where the deck was stacked against Jake, where they talk about a jury of your peers, where none of the jurors look like Jake. All right. Wow. Now, for all of these, I can't imagine how you wouldn't know at this point, but you know that Floyd's family got $27 million. So now his defense team is trying to say, well, we can't go through with the trial because that'll prejudice any decision, you know, against my client being this asshole here. All right. And you got to wonder about that. Why would they do it before the trial? You know, as far as the settlement's concerned. See, you never underestimate the wickedness of this devil, all right? Because whatever he's thinking is not good. I don't know if that's going to be used on behalf of the defense and saying that, well, you know, they got that money, so why should we throw this guy to the wolves? All right. So they might give this man, you know, reduce it to manslaughter and time served, or give him a year or some shit like that, you know, because it's something similar happening down in Texas. You know that what's her name, Amber Geiger, right? Didn't intend to link these two, but this is, you know, when you're talking about these Edomites, you know, they are the wicked, and it's a reason why they are the wicked. All right. It goes on to say, I didn't mean to ramble like that, but it goes on to say activists have called the striking of a prospective black juror who once lived in the neighborhood where George Floyd was arrested a huge slap in the face. Under questioning during jury selection in Derek Chauvin's murder trial, juror number 76 was struck by the defense. He said he had personal reasons for wanting to serve on the jury. Because me, as a black man, you see a lot of black people get killed and no one's held accountable for it. And you wonder why or what was the decision, the juror said. And this has been the case for centuries now, all right? For centuries now. And all this guy is saying, well, I'll continue to read. He says he added, so with this, maybe I'll be in the room to know why. Mr. Floyd was declared dead last May after Mr. Chauvin, who is white, and he's an Edomite, pressed his knee, not because he's so-called white, but you can tell by this asshole spirit, all right? It says, Salaki, pressed his knee against Mr. Floyd's neck for around 9 minutes while he was face down on the ground and handcuffed. The man said he could put his personal feelings aside and said he felt he could weigh the evidence fairly. All right. That's the whole purpose of voir dire and all that, you know, and establishing your jury. All right. So what's the problem? Continues, defense attorney Eric Nelson used one of his peremptory strikes, which was not challenged, to dismiss the man from the jury after trying and failing to have him struck for cause. All right, so why wasn't it challenged? See what I'm getting at here? This man told you he could be more fair and impartial, all right? But they didn't believe him. Wow, Nakima Levy Armstrong, a civil rights attorney and head of a community activism organization called Wayfinder Foundation, called the exclusion a huge slap in the face. We have a black man who is probably in the best position to judge the case being excluded. That's what I was alluding to. She said, arguing the exclusion just underscores why people believe there is systemic racism at work within these judicial processes. Well, no shit. All right. This is rigged from the get-go. All right. More reason why we have to get the fuck up out. Excuse me. Why we should want to get the hell up out here. Let's go with, let's get some scriptures here. So this, all right. Let's see, 51. This is Isaiah chapter 51 and 14. And you got to wonder about some people that don't feel this way, all right? It says, the captive exile, which we are, all right, hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail, all right? After all this, why would you want to stay here? They every day without fail let you know in some way you're not wanted. More than that, you're hated, you're despised. We are going to ensure, as they have every day since we've been over here, that you will not succeed. Therefore, this was never meant to be our rest. Micah 2 and 10. All right. And that we look for something better. Those of us who's through the Spirit and we're blessed to have our eyes open through that eye salve, all right? The Holy Spirit. That we see these things, all right? And that we search out and we want something better, all right? That's what we're out here working for on the highways and byways. Trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, all right? Rehearsing the righteous acts, as it says in Judges 5 and 11, all right? That's what we're trying to get back in Most High's good graces, all right? This is why, because there's no hope for us here under this evil, wicked piece of shit, all right? None, nor will there ever be, continuing on, all right? Oops, what the hell did I do? Sorry about that, the wrong one. Let's see if we can get that back. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh boy. Here it is. I apologize, Salakia. All right. He goes on to say, 12 of 14 required jurors were selected by Thursday for the trial of Mr. Chauvin. The racial makeup of the jury is so far evenly split. 6 of the jurors are white, 4 are black, and 2 are multiracial, whatever the hell that means. So still you have potentially 6 Edomites, all right? There's no such thing as a white person. And 4 are so-called black. So you still got, man. So they don't even want it split down the middle. So they got 2 others of who knows what the hell they are, according to this. All right. See? Sometimes more than often it's the little things. All right. You pay attention to. They let you know. Alan Turkheimer, a Chicago-based jury consultant, said he was not surprised the defense would try to keep someone with personal experience from the jury. Sometimes people just can't be fair. Duh. Even if they don't know it, he said. It's so ingrained. It's so hard to shake something like that. What do they say about systemic racism? And it's true. It's ingrained. How much more we want to get the hell up out of here? All right? The only cure for this is fire, as in nuclear fire. He goes on to say, he added that questioning and ultimately striking prospective jurors based on their experiences provides a built-in advantage for police officers. Well, there you go. There you go. See, they've always got something, a back door, so to speak, in this wicked-ass mechanism they call the judicial system, all right, that will ensure, unless they just want to throw a motherfucker to the wolves, all right, to try to ease the, I don't know, make it easier for them, I guess I should say. Jelani Hussein, a local activist and executive director of the Minnesota chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, well, there you go, that's already messed up there. He said, it's a horrible racist thought process. We have to stop people who may get angry. You know, the angry black man or angry black woman from getting into the jury because they won't take this seriously. Oh, wow. It's another reason why James 2:13 says what it says, all right? I didn't want to take this long with this, but hey, just in case someone doesn't know, gotta get this information out there. This is James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. None. He has none. From the elites, the so-called creme de la creme of these evil, wicked pieces of crap, all the way down to Joe Sixpack. All right? They're all just wicked. All right? None of them have any chance. And when you think of the elite, this is something else that maybe a lot of you who hadn't considered. They've had all the good things, and it's what's going on now is just a push for them to exert more control over us. All right? This is just straight up, outright tyranny, oppression. Got people walking around here wearing masks. All right, and then to make you look more stupid, they even say, well, you can double up or triple up. And you got people that are actually doing this, not realizing that you're harming yourself even more. All right, and now they want to stick something in you, and a lot of people are stupid enough to take it, not knowing what the hell it is, all because of inconvenience. You're so inconvenienced. You want to go out clubbing. All right, you want to go, and you're falling right into this big ass trap. All right, this web that's being weaved. All right, and you're going right for it, headlong, sprinting toward it even. You know, and the people that are like, have some sense are like, hold on. But of course, the people that want to go back to the way life was, and they think it's going to go back that way, now they're looking at you sideways because you're like, wait a minute, something ain't right. So now there's lines being drawn. All right. And already some things have happened as a result of that. There have been clashes. All right. And these are these elites, all right, playing with you because this is what they really think of you, or us rather. All right. They don't give a damn. After you think about it, you've gotten so wealthy. There's nothing else for you to do, all right, except, well, now you're, in your mind at least, you're a god. And that's what Ezekiel 28 here is talking about, all right? It says, the word of the Most High Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Most High Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a god, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. And there are two accounts, well, the big account in the Maccabees when it comes to Antiochus and Epiphanes the fourth, all right, who thought he was, oh man, he thought he could command the seas and all this. And what did the Most High do to him? All right, took him out. He rotted from the inside out. All right. 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee. Think of all the advances in science and, all right, various disciplines, all right. But even with that, that's not going to help you in the end. 4, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Who's more proud than these Edomites, these so-called white people? 6, therefore thus saith the Most High Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. And you see the beginnings of that now, all right, leading up to Revelation 17th chapter, all right, verses 15 and 16. What's going to happen? They're going to hate the whore, all right. It says, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers, for I have spoken it, saith the Most High Yahweh. All right? And that's what's going to happen to him. Right? This is also Isaiah 14th chapter. All right? This man has, and he knows it, even the lowest of them have some idea that it's going to be payback. They might not know the specifics, all right, or I don't want to say the specifics, I mean, but again, they just know that, yeah, we done fucked over so many people, and it's like, yeah, we're due, all right. But these elites, all right, that are heavy into witchcraft, oh, they know what's going on. Trust me. They know that Isaiah 47th chapter isn't working no more. All right. Well, they call on all their astrologers and, you know, prognosticators and all those things. Those sorcerers, they don't work like they used to. So once again, this is from the Independent. It's talking about George Floyd, his trial, and how they've already struck this one in particular. I wonder how many others that it was in the process here. This one juror, this Jake, all right, and he was like, I mean, you can just read it, you know. He said he could weigh the evidence fairly and all this, that it wasn't, you know, but they still rejected him. All right, so with that, I don't want way too long. So I hope whoever views this is edified. All right, as is the case, that's what Great Millstone does, you know. We try to edify, and this goes towards waking up the remaining, hopefully elect. All right, so with that, Shalom, Aki.